exercise is called the dead bug. The dead bug is a great core work, and it's also going to work some hip flexor, some shoulder, or some deltoid, a little bit of back. So it is a total body exercise. The key for the dead bug is that we do it very slow and with control so that we're not arching our back. So let's go ahead and have Sandra show us a few and we'll get going. So the big thing is that she's using the same arm and leg as they go down. So the same arm and leg are going up and down, just like that. Excellent. So the big thing here that I want to point out is that Sandra's head is on the ground. The other thing that I want to point out is that Sandra's knees are 90 degrees. So her knee is right over her hip. So they're not real far out and they're not coming any closer into her chest. So as she does this movement, it's always coming to a neutral position. Excellent. One of the big things that we have to watch out for is that this can be very hard on the lower back because when we move the arm and the leg at the same time, we have a tendency to arch that lower back. So in order to correct this position, you really have to do it slowly. And the other thing is that you really have to concentrate on pulling those abs down towards your spine or towards the floor as much as you can. So let's just have Sandra do one more set here where she's doing it nice and slow and she's keeping those abs in tight so that she's not arching that back. I should not be able to put my hand underneath her back. So that's excellent form here. She's got great control. She's taking it nice and slow. She's keeping her head down so her neck is not coming up. She doesn't want to bring her chin to her chest. If she brought her chin to her chest, that would put even more pressure on the lower back, which is something we don't want to do. When we cue this exercise, it's very important that we take it slow. The second thing is that we use the same arm and the same leg, and that when we bring it up and together, we come back to a neutral position so that we're not taxing our body this whole time, that we come to a neutral and then we take it back out. This again can be very difficult on the lower back. Anyone that has lower back pain, we may have to modify for this. And in order to modify, I would have Sandra keep her arms on the ground and press her shoulders down and her palms into the ground and just move the legs until Sandra felt strong enough that she could add the arms in. I would have her do her legs and use the upper body to really press down into the ground so she's controlling that lower back and not letting it arch off the ground. So the important piece here on this modification is there's no arch in the back and the chin stays down, the head's not coming up. So when we talk about doing the dead bug clearly, as you can see, is in a supine position. So if you're doing high impact movement and then you drop down into a dead bug, probably not the best thing for the heart rate or the interval that you're working. So you really want to make sure that you're using a dead bug at the appropriate time, which would be, for me, during your abdominals. So you may do some full sit-ups and then intersperse with dead bug, then go to plank, then maybe go to crunches, then back to the dead bug. There's all sorts of things that you can mix it in with, but you're going to want to do it in sets of 8 to 10 and really intersperse it with different exercises for the core. So you're challenging different areas of the core, not just the abdominals. And so that is the dead bug.